I just want to share something personal with you all and something that I've experienced and something I've learned that just constantly pops up. And it's that you think when you get to a certain destination or when you get this thing out the way, you're going to get this magic feeling and you're going to have no problems. But what I've realized is it just leads to different problems. You're always going to have problems, right? I remember it started off with boxing, right? I've shared a little bit about my boxing, about this one particular fight. And you'll probably think of it and look at it from the outside and think it's just a boxing fight. What's he on about? But when it's you in your head, it's the fucking biggest thing in the world, right? But I remember the anxiety that I went through that day, looking at people that were just going about their day-to-day life, being so envious that they weren't going into a boxing ring that night. And I remember thinking, like, when I get this out of the way, no matter if I fucking die, you think it's fucking life or death at the time, but then I was visualizing the next morning when I wake up and I have this magic feeling and feel so proud and so good, which I did, and I won the fight. But that probably lasted a week, if that, and then you just go back to normal life, and then things just go back to normal. The next thing was when I worked in a very stable job for 5 years. I loved it. And it started to get a little bit boring. I thought, right, I'm passionate about fitness. I help people with their boxing and that. So I'm going to start, I'm going to try to become a PT and take a bit of a risk. And, you know, I think that, oh, right, I bet you when you work in the gym, everyone's happy. It's all going to be great all the time. And to be honest, some of the worst dealings I had with people was in a gym. You know, coming from dealing with people in the building industry, which is usually quite negative. Some of the worst experiences I had with people was in a gym. And then you realise it's not all that it's made out to be. And then eventually I was thinking of quitting. Then I ran a family gym, family business. That was quite tough. We ran that for 3 years. A fair bit of problems going on behind the scenes and that. And we sold it up about a few months ago now. And, you know, I'm thinking, right, when this sells and this is, you know, this stress is off our hands, you're going to feel magic. You're going to, you know, just focus on being a coach. You're just going to have no problems at all. And it hasn't worked out like that at all. It's just led on to other problems and just life goes to normal. And then even where I'm at with clients now, another example, thinking that a year ago, if I said where I'm at now, I'd be thinking, right, I don't want to grow anymore. I'm content here, like I'm stoked. But it's not true at all. I'm probably worse. I'm probably more driven to get to another level, right? And I'm probably more stressed. And then we've moved into this apartment. We're really desperate to get out the old one. We found this one right by the beach. You're thinking, right, we're moving here. We're going to be going across the beach to get a coffee every morning. You know, you think you're going to feel amazing. And to be honest, we love it. But it's just normal. It just becomes normal to you now. Do you know what I mean? So I just noticed that every little step or every little thing, you don't really get to this fucking magical place. And I do think that it's a trait I have where I do want more for myself and I am driven and I don't want to just be like the norm and just fit into the average, right? So I think that's a cost that comes to being driven because you can't be content and complacent, but then also be driven for new goals, right? And I look at someone that's like really happy and content is someone that could sit on a beach and sunbathe all day and feel and be really lazy, right? They're the people that are probably most happy. So it's just something that I've experienced and I really was thinking about it before. So let me know if you have the same thing. But yeah, I just don't think there's a magic destination that you're ever going to get to when you're wired a certain way.